Hey guys, Marcos Vegas here with John Molina, who's on this Mayweather versus Maidana 2 card, going up against Humberto Soto. In a fight, when I first heard about it, I immediately thought, holy crap, this could be like fight of the night. This could steal the show.
Of course. I mean, you got myself, who everyone knows how I fight when I bring to the table, but then again, you have Humberto Soto, who is a 3-time world champion, who's a crafty veteran, who's a veteran of 70-some fights, and has been in there with the best and lost to the best. So, of course, and we all know Humberto Soto doesn't try to box you. He brings it.
Yeah. So that's why, given that, I was kind of shaking my head and kind of figure out like why it's not on the pay-per-view. How do you feel about that?
Hey, to me, it doesn't matter. Matter of fact, we got a better draw other than the backlash that the fans were giving, because they said, well, at least we don't have to pay for Molina's fight. They know what they get when they see me fight. Whether I fight, like I said, Joe Blow down the street or Humberto Soto, it don't matter, because I'm going to bring the fight. And if people ask, well, is it added pressure to try to, one up every time you fight? Absolutely not, because all I got to do is go out there and be me and be what I do, and that just turns out to being a great fight.
There's been a lot of changes for you in this camp. I know you left your old gym, your old trainer. You're working with Leo now. Talk to me about the decision to do all that.
Joe Goosen is a hell of a trainer. A good friend of mine. It just came down to location. I mean, the reality of it is I was driving 100 miles a day to go train. And I finally got to a certain level where I'm comfortable, where I feel like I didn't have to make that track every day. Where with Leo and Jose Santa Cruz, it's not too far from my house. It makes it easier. I have a young family, being my wife and my daughter, and I don't like divvying up my day so much. So it wasn't a matter of, oh, well, I don't like Joe. No, it was a matter of location. And Joe is a great guy, and he's done great for me in the sport, and I'm very thankful for what he did.
Promotional-wise, though, you are a free agent. Talk to me about that decision.
Promotional-wise, I am a free agent, but I'm with Al Heyman. And enough said. Again, I know it sounds cliche. Hey, I'm with Al Heyman, but he's the man. He's an advocate. He cares about his fighters. And I can say nothing but good things about Al Heyman and Sam Watson. They've done great things for my career.
Looking at this camp now, you have Leo in camp with you. How's that cohesiveness between you two, and what have you picked up from Leo and vice versa?
I've known Leo since amateur days. We've known each other for a long time. I used to spar with his brothers when Armando was a top 10 contender as well, who was a great fighter in itself. And if you look at Leo's body stature, it's very similar to my body stature, just we're at different weight classes, very long and rangy. So there's things that they can implement in my game that'll work for me that worked for Leo. And Leo's having a great run.
What's the biggest change, I guess? Well, obvious is trainers, but like training regimen-wise or drilling-wise, what's different between your last fight and this fight?
Well, right off the bat, my gas bill went down a lot. So that's one very important necessity. My gas bill is very, it's only 15 minutes as opposed to an hour or an hour and a half drive. As far as work ethic goes, it's just different, because with Joe, I've been doing that regimen for 5 years on and off. I know what to do. Sometimes change is good. With Leo, it was something new. It was a different muscle. My muscle memory wasn't there, given the fact that I was so used to what I was doing somewhere else, as to where when I'm working over here, it's something different. So it almost makes it exciting again. Not that I never went away from being exciting, but it almost makes it exciting to learn new skills.
Looking at your Instagram, I caught something that I feel is super important. And you absolutely have to come out to Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley for your walkout song. You have to do it.
I think that would be great, and I think it fits me well, because
No
I think the fans enjoy that I bring that sort of sense of humor to the sport, alongside with that gladiator never say die attitude. I think it's a great combination, and it works well for the fans. And believe it or not, I'm very thankful for all the fans, because they've been so intrigued and so they've been kind of gravitating towards me, and I'm very thankful for that, because I've worked hard, and it's good to show. It's good to be recognized for what your hard work has provided.
I'm gonna be looking for it.
We'll see. Maybe I won't let you down. We'll see.
Any last words, John? Sorry about that. We thought we were gonna cut, but no. Any last words for your fans out there for this fight against Humberto Soto?
Please tune in again. Thank you very much for all the support. Believe it or not, the fans, not only along with my management, Al Heyman, but the fans changed my life too by keeping me in demand, wanting to see me in there with the biggest fights. And the fans, their word actually means something, and I'm very thankful for that. So thank you very much, fans, and I'll continue to give you guys 110% every time in the ring.
There you have it, John Molina, Humberto Soto on this card, Mayweather versus Maidana 2, September 13th at the MGM Grand.